EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... End zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson first play going to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Now Jackson. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 76 yards. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready. Each and every time, press gets ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. I think he had to let that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right, it might have had a touch a little bit. All right, grease board, computer, exactly what you want. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. Now they'll tuck this and run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Now it's Jackson.
Camera right there.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. They'll take it in the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Ain't up there.
Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Luke now for the extra point.
No niggas selling fake pills, got a real grind. Busted down the brick with no gloves, almost went blind.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Label call with the right price, and I might reply. Try to pull up,
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And nowhere to live on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
One advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Back to throw, Purdy. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think there's just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you have to keep it away from the defenders, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
As soon as that bag drop, these niggas drinking with guts. I'm back hustling with 2 cause he the greatest with cut. For real.
Purdy looking to throw.
Face it.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be taken down at the 39. Clearly short of the first by a few yards. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Ever since the time she went Vans, I'm starting to hate rich. Some of these niggas come around, just wanna take pics. Some of these niggas still down cause they don't take risks. I was so high,
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down the line before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I came up in the game, I did what I had to do.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Selling a faster food.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8.
Show me the stash, give it up. 400 racks, lit it up. Yeah, took tone on more, that's over, slipping on footing.
Purdy off the play fake. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Purdy will set up the throw here. And with a 40
front of my stomach, ain't doing no running, you know that. Fact. I want some niggas that skinny and
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. They catch me slipping and
8 yards on the pickup, and now they have some options on second and short.
Go get the bag, pick it up, drop out the pass, lift it up, show me the stash, give it up, 400 racks, I lit it up. Torn on motor, smoking, sleeping on Fendi. I probably pour this drink just to
Purdy
get
now
my
to
mind.
throw.
I might not keep my insurance.
That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. Now he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score.
Kids go to school with a whole lot of money. Coop outside, 4 doors in the
Purdy will throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
Go get the bag, pick it up, drop out the pass, lift it up, show me the stash, give it up, 400 racks, I lit it up. Took time on motor, smoking, sleeping on Fendi. I probably pour this drink just to ease my mind. I might not keep my insurance. Try to leave it alone, but I can't. I got so many racks in the safe. Every day we go back to the bank. You gon' fuck up your phone with that trait. I go get the badges, fuck it up. I be filling my cup up with purple stuff. We with a strip for every day.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Pull up 'cause I'm ready. AMG ain't worth more than my Chevys. All this ice on me, you gon' slit it. You ain't shot with us, you gon' regret it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 start the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First down carry for Henry. 2 yards on the carry, so it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson makes the connection with his running back, Derrick Henry. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Now the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. reception. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Second down and 4. The Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they're saying it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Jackson will throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That is caught with Sean Bateman. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Henry, touchdown, Baltimore.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
On his loop for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as it kicks away. It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Powering forward, and he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Completes the kill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play action. Now Purdy. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that This offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline and in the huddle looking at each other.
Throwing here, Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Purdy. They'll try and do this himself. He's man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Purdy on fourth down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be trailed across midfield down to the 45. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. Now again, right side McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's got space. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ballgame. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This 2nd and 4. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe it's intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Niners are right back in this football game. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Will be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? They don't have enough confidence to make a block.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Again, running left is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw. Purdy completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Handoff left, McCaffrey. And a good-looking run there as he'll take us inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy to throw. He's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone. All of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got this score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And that one's going to come up short. Low throw.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gunshot thrown over it.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try to do it himself. John Harbaugh not trying to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage of the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It's your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. Some coaches more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football. The ball on offense and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
Before my money started talking, you weren't trying to hear me. Every time I got
Throwing, Purdy. Rush coming in, he's taken down. Draymond Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer, and they put themselves in a great spot in this big league, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It has been your ears back time indeed. Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. To throw is Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Lurking for so long, niggas thought they was getting away with it. They done ran so long, don't need no safe, day-to-day chicken.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
I can pop my shit for real, Coolest nigga get paper. Other than that, I'm with them same niggas. Heard they haven't paid this. That's why niggas change. With no snake, no pussy, niggas are no rats. It's only gang with us. Bitch, it's only gang members. 30'd up with 50s leaders, bitch, who all came with us. We know who blow that pipe, yeah, I cop ice for all my main members. Yellow cyber truck rims look like diamonds when I'm lane switching. Fuck a bitch on sight.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, as Bruce says in the second half, fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
Coolest nigga get paper. Other than that, I'm with them same niggas.
You know, young rich niggas. You know, so we ain't really never had no old money. Got a whole lot of new money though. Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't try nobody, grip the trigger. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. It's bad and bullshit. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas is savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and bullshit. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas is savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. All set. Records on records, got backers on riding around in a cool. I take your kid right from you. Bitch, I'm a dog. Beat down her walls, loose. Hop in the frog. I tell that bitch to come for me. I swear these niggas is under me. The hate and the devil keep jumping me. Back rows on me, keep me company. Hey, we do the most. Yeah, pull up and goes. Yeah, my diamonds are choke. Holding up, I with no holster. With the ruler, diamond cooler. This a roller, not a mule. Dabbing on them like the usual. Magic with the brick do voodoo. Magic. Courtside with a bad bitch. Then I send the bitch through Uber. I'm young and rich and plus I'm bougie. I'm not stupid, so I keep the Uzi. Records on records, got backers on backers, so my money making my back pay. You niggas got a low act.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood, we're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers.
I don't try nobody, grip the trigger. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. It's bad and bullshit. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 round too. My bitch is bad and bougie.
Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And off we go in Santa Clara. Ty Felton here to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Alright, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Still be playing with pots and pans. Call me great, go right.
We send a man in motion.
One with that set, call me boo.
Play action,
When I'm off, they
McCarthy.
show me boo. That's on my neck.
Oh, we got hitters in his throw, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I think that's a little taste, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays in some contested coverages, and he could do it like that.
As a man, Justin Jefferson. Gain of about 8 here, nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.
32, McCarthy.
We came from nothing to something.
One is incomplete. Couldn't hang on to the contact. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards for it. Didn't need that much on third down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call being aggressive. You got to find a way to execute.
He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down. They pull off the conversion. First and 10, from the 43.
Switching my flows like my clothes. Keep on shooting that gun, no reload. Ooh.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. Comes down out to his left. He lost the football. Picked up by the 49ers.
All of these niggas, they hate.
There he goes. Right sideline. And what a way to begin the scoring. The Rockets, they take it back to the touchdown. The 49ers are there to turn over into a lead.
She don't take me like she knew me. Yeah. Go to sleep in a
He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
I've played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have two hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. The looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And these defenses, they took advantage.
We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't turn nobody green the trigger. Call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. Bad, cooking up dope.
Could have been 7 if they tried to point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Felton now to return this. He dodged the tackle. And that's to the second off just beyond their own 20. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop well. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
He rolls to his right. He calls his own number again. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down.
Trust is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football inside the enemy 40. New set of downs from 37. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Gains 15 there. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
First down, 30 to throw. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Throw at this level, so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Purdy to throw. He ends the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Ricky Pearson with the touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
It's Purdy to throw for it. And it's caught, so they try for 2 once again, and this time it pays off. They're up 14 zip. All right, that gets them back on track after the initial misbroad. Now at 14 zip following the 2-point conversion.
Even if you're just 50-50 on 2-point tries, they're still in a really good place. Up a couple touchdowns. Clearly the better team here to start it out. Time to step on that pedal a little bit more.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pass. He had a throw over, but a great defensive play. Charlie Looms incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he's hauled down right at that midfield strike. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Another throw here for McCarthy. Broken out, why has the defense got to him? That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On play action now, McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. Nealon's caught along the sideline. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Our score, 14-0. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. To begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Back to the air, McCarthy. Second down, McCarthy to pass. This is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the 49ers get it back as he intercepts it for the second time this game.
Just like Soldier Slim. Free Lil Rello, that's my cutty, like we Coach Ken. Pull up shining, got them hoes like they go again.
Well, they don't call me faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie McPherson. And off we go in Santa Clara. Isaac Olinda to return. He's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10.
Remember me right off the horn, I had to serve out. Around your neck, that shit embarrassing.
On the ground to begin the drive for McCaffrey. And maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the pocket direction, Brock. But their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, here where we got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, or too bad, no time to dwell on it. Because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outfit beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Third and just 2 to go. On third and short, McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Purdy trying on fourth down. He'll mix the catch. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Again, left side to McCaffrey. Nice vision to see some room up the middle there. We net to 9. Ball at 9 yards. Looking up the first for a moment. It's second and 1. First catch of the game. So now they have third and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Purdy on third and 1. Completes beyond the marker. He takes it down to the 33. It's a 24-yard dash, and it gives them the first down. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Racing in to lane yard on that drive up the gut.
run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, siphoning up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Levi Stadium, right after this.
When I pull up, only got one life, that's for certain. Tryna stay humble, I'ma work on it. I'ma flex for my niggas, but until then, I'ma flex.
We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Putting on the play action. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with third and long.
All up on your TV like this. Kissing black queens on screen, that's a hot flex. Baby poppin' Vikings, I feel like a Viking. Bike free to do the right thing, that's the swipe thing. But I got that.
Going long for him here. Hits him on the out route. They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard mark. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm not sure how this defense lets that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll care about it when they get to the sidelines.
Nigga, fuck your handshake, yeah. Feel like the last real rap.
Purdy looking to throw.
Weird. Now these niggas
Weird.
sit me
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. We're still scoreless in this one. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. We'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal.
Tell them talking, get your kill.
McCaffrey. The defense for a touchdown. The 49ers get to 8 points and the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
The 49ers will line up for the
Hey, God, bro.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Chased out to his right. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Done. Right to the air, Burrow. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short at first. Bengals have to move here. Clock running as they hustle wide. Burrow out of the shotgun. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jason Pinnock takes it.
Oh, wow. Drive by, shoot your doors on.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 40.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball for 44.
So, see,
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball for 44. Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game. This one's quickly marked out, too. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. opportunity.
Anybody when I go
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. P.J. Turner comes up with it. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go.
Not deterred by that pitch. Just throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. So they're 8 yards down the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
11 MP, hey.
Burrow from the gun. Higgins downfield, and he has it. They're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. 180. 180.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals tie it in the final minute of the half.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. So I got middle field opener, so I got a single or two. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And they'll take the lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Ringo to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. 49ers to the line. First and 10. We'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Okay, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run in circles. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Final throw before the break. Inside, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On the return. And that's going to set them off just beyond their own 20. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Gun.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Jake. And leave some shuffling around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on second.
Here we go. Get it, but move the Big 13.
The play fake. Burrow. Close line for Jamar Chase. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They set it down for him. He stops at the 38. First down. Here's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Stopped that time by someone who collects tackles and all-pro nods every season. Fred Warner. 1-1. Still to go here. This is second down. Straight ahead. It's Brown. him at the 48. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. They'll run again with Brown. He'll scurry forward for a pick of 3.
Heavy rush hour, Kate. There's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Pushing the tight end over. Now Burrow. To the left side, and Gesicki has it. And he's going to be dropped down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. All set now. First and 10. Here we go. Man in motion left. Here to the motion man. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down into the red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Under the line for another first and 10. We send a receiver in motion right. Brown on the inside give. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in first and goal.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because the lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense. Trying to chew up that clock.
Counter play, Brown. And without much room to work, he has another gain on the final play of the third quarter. We'll see them tackle second and goal. Back to the break. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. 8 yards to go as they get set on second and goal. Here we go. 180. And they go to Brown. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting dropped down. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with third and goal at the 6. Here we go. He'll throw it. They did it. He made the interception. And the 49ers have some new life in the fourth. San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. They'll strike this one on the ground and McCaffrey. Can't stick that initial tackle. Stops me for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he gets this across the 10 before stepping out. Chance to make a change here on 3rd and 4. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First down throw by Purdy. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Not on the same page with his tight end. So second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be fully right.
Quick there, they braided to the turn. So timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
We've learned how valuable sacks and pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that scout sheet.
Finds a seam down the middle. It's an excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers trail by just 1. First and 10 from the 32.
guys, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Back to McCaffrey on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Case, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Gonna throw it. Caught by Jennings. And they're not gonna have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third down. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Setting up to pass. He's got it to him yet again. He's caught. And he's going to be driven out. The next pickup gained about 8. Second down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They'll look to throw it. Brought in by Jennings. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 12 yards on that play. A good call. That's in the first. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. Wearing up the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's first and 10. Here he is to throw. Defender runs as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's second down. Back to throw. Some time by defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect from. It's third down.
You know, I say this all the time to get into the red zone. When things happen so fast, those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Here he is to throw. Could have missed the catch. And have the first down and even more. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You start throwing a good pass to a tight end, and you give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. It's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Purdy. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. In case they cashed in when it really mattered.
There's Purdy to throw for it. And it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
On the return, here's Jones. He's blocked out just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. Trying to push deep downfield. This one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drop today. This game is over. So the 49ers earn a win some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line, and they escaped with a victory.
Finish the Jones kid and watch them big for their life like my